Hi guys, it's KJM and I am back with another Hallmark New Year, New Movie review. Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Romance with a Twist premiered starring Jocelyn Hudon and Olivier Renaud. Now, I've never seen the Olivier before, but we know Jocelyn from Friend to Fiance with Ryan Purvey, and I always think that movie is super cute. Now, after Betty's Bad Luck in Love, and I really loved that movie and gave it a 9 out of 10, when I found out the movie the next week was called Romance with a Twist, I'm like, we're back to the typical Hallmark movie, the typical script. There's not going to be any razzle-dazzle. It's just going to be basic Hallmark. This movie's a little weird because it really didn't give me a lot for the previews, and I wasn't sure which way it was going to go. But I'm actually giving Romance with a Twist a 7 out of 10. I actually think that Jocelyn, she just shines in everything she does, and she was a good match with Olivier. Also, since this movie is really about aerialists, and I didn't know too much about that, watching both of them practice throughout the movie, I got to see that they're super athletic, and this must have not been an easy movie to film. I'm honestly going to say, I think 45 minutes out of the movie is like basic Hallmark general script, except it's not really like a girl, big town girl goes to small town. It's really like Luna, she's helping with her family's construction business. And there's a festival coming up in her town, and they won the bid to actually do all this, the setup for the festival. And so she's helping her family, but we find out Luna used to be a dancer, and, now this festival's pairing, experts with, local people in the town to do different acts, whether it's singing or some other type of performance. And Luna gets the chance to actually work with Bennett, who is a world Olympian at this point. And, she's never been an aerialist. She's never practiced on aerials before, but she's going to give it her best shot. She gets in there, and at first, Bennett is very doubtful that this is going to work. He wants to quit on her because his actual partner, Elise, went off to do something else, and he knew what he wanted to do for this show, and now he's stuck with Luna. She's stuck in between trying to prove herself to Bennett, prove herself to herself, and then also prove to her family that she can do it. So at first, Luna is sneaking rehearsals with Bennett, but then she finally tells her family she's actually in the show that they won the bid to do the construction for. So she's now got to do double duty as practicing performer and also helping with the construction business. So here's the thing, as I was watching this movie, I really was like, where the hell is this movie going? So 45 minutes of it is like a basic Hallmark script where it's like, they're falling for each other, they're practicing, the lines are okay. But if you stuck through this movie and you went to the last 15 minutes of this movie to their actual performance, this movie was worth watching. The final performance between Luna and Bennett was so absolutely beautiful, I had to replay it before I could finish the movie. I think I actually replayed it twice. It was just beautiful bodies in motion. Bennett wants them to tell their love story through this performance, and that he and Luna does. So, if you started off with Romance with a Twist and you were like, it's not holding my interest, I would implore you to go back and watch all the way to the end. Because, when I was watching the little performances between the two of them, I was wondering, the rehearsals were so terrible. Luna was always falling. You can tell that she's physically fit because I think to be an aerialist, it looks like your upper body has to be extremely, extremely strong while your lower body needs to be pretty light. And what I liked about the final performance is we didn't even know what that thing was going to look like. Like, it literally looked like crap throughout the rehearsals. But Hallmark really saved the best for last, and these two performed their hearts out. And then Luna now gets an opportunity to go on the road with Bennett, who's now going to be her boyfriend because they're in love. You know, that's what Hallmark does. They're going to give us that love story at the end. And these two don't have to be separated. They're going to be on tour together. Her family's construction business will go on. And Luna can be an aerialist, like something she never thought about. So here's the thing about Luna. She was a dancer before, but then she got hurt. She hurt her shoulder falling out of, a tree, their tree house in the backyard. And she gave up dancing. But you can tell from the beginning she's got a dancer's feet. Which I'm going to say this about Hallmark. It's the same thing with the singing. They're doing very better. Before, they used to place people in singing roles that are actually not singers. And my ears used to bleed, baby. So it's the same with dancing. They would place some people that are kind of awkwardly dancing. Y'all remember Julia Stiles in Save the Last Dance? It was just some of the most awkward. I know that movie is a cult classic, but baby, that final performance with her, you can tell she's just not really a dancer. It just looked like she had two left feet. Okay, I don't mean to hate on the movie, but I'm taking y'all back to the 90s. But now Hallmark is doing better at casting people. So even in dancing roles, we're getting people that actually are that athletic, do dance, and can pull this off. Shout out to Jocelyn and Olivier. I am super impressed with what you guys did. Your characters definitely told a beautiful love story towards the end. I almost started tearing up, which is pretty good for me because I'm not usually a big crier. And like I said, first 45 minutes into this movie, I was really wondering what was going on. Why should we care? The only thing that drew my interest is I had never watched anything on Hallmark that had to do with an aerialist before and their performances. And so I was very intrigued. I love watching the street performers. I love watching, just them practice and really try to figure it out. But I was really like, where's this movie going? But of course, because I want to give you all that good review, I'm going to watch it all the way to the end. Like I tell y'all, I don't just watch Hallmark for Christmas. I watch it year round. And I also watch Hallmark movies and mysteries. So even if I'm not reporting on what's going on over there year round, it does not mean that I don't watch. I am a diehard fan. Anyway, Romance with a Twist, I'm definitely giving it a 7 out of 10. And I'm telling you, I didn't get a chance to talk to Megan about this movie, so I have no idea if she actually made it all the way through. But when I do speak to her, I'll let her know, try to make it all the way through because, the storyline was just okay. What drew me is the art of being an aerialist and wanting to know what their final performance looked like. Also, this movie had a lot of good themes about conquering your fear, not letting fear determine you, and deciding when fear can be used as something positive, versus something that is now creating a barrier that's keeping you from what you need. I recently heard someone say that everything you want in life is on the other side of what you fear. I'm going to repeat that again. Everything you want in life is on the other side of what you fear. So if you could get over that fear, that beautiful life that you've imagined, you envision, it's going to be there. And I think that was the theme of this movie. I also love that you're never too old to dream. And you may have started off with the dream of just being a dancer, and now you're going on the road being an aerialist. The universe had a bigger purpose for you. So I think Romance with a Twist is definitely something to tune into. I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 because those last 15 minutes blew my mind. So because of those last 15 minutes, I definitely think this is worth watching. And I do think these two actors put a lot into delivering this movie for us. The athleticness, the physicalness, the chemistry. Y'all let me know, did you watch? I know I'm a little late on doing this review, but honestly, I watched the movie early Sunday morning, and then my body just needed rest. And then Monday was doing Mondaying, and then Tuesday was following Monday. And so I'm just getting to this today, but let me know if you did tune into this. Shout out to Jocelyn and Olivier once again. And I'm so glad that finally this week I got the names of the actors and their characters correct. I never messed up to my knowledge with Countdown to Christmas or Miracles of Christmas, but for some reason in New Year, new movies, I'm messing things up. But bear with me, I'm human, and I do these reviews generally in one take. All right, it's KJM, and I'm out. Have a great week, guys.